It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Imagine losing your hair at a very young age. Now, I know something about that, by the way, but Jorgos, when it happened to him, he wasn't too happy about that, like a number of folks. So he went out and he tried to use different products right away. And one of the products he tried to use, it actually stopped his hair from falling out. So he's pretty excited about it. Then the product ended up having for him side effects. So yeah, it kept his hair from falling out, but the side effects were even worse than his hair falling out. And Gorgeous knew he had to find a way to not only stop his hair from falling out the best that he could, but he didn't want the side effects. So imagine you find something that works, but the side effects are even worse, by the way. So he decided to go out there and, you know what? He found a company. Now, here's why you're always looking to solve a problem. There was a company out there called Nutrafol. And Nutrafol said, you know what? Not only can we help you stop your hair from falling out, we're going to take a whole different approach. We're going to focus on how do you have healthy hair. And then by having healthy hair, it stops the hair from falling out. And then we're going to stop the side effects. Now, I know it was a big, tall order, by the way. You might say, Shay, every company wants to do something like that. Yeah, they do. But not many can deliver. So they didn't just focus on how do we prevent the hair. They said, how do we take care of the entire person so that they're healthy at the end of the day? And for Jorgos, this really worked. Now, here's why I tell you that as a CEO. Because as a CEO, not only did Nutrafol be able to build credibility, not only were they able to solve a problem, not only did they go back and do the research with their clients, so they listened to their clients, but at the end of the day, they made the adjustments in their sales system that allowed them to connect at a much deeper level with a passion they had as a company. And as a result, they made millions and millions of dollars. And today, they're the juggernaut that we know. And many of my good friends and family use Nutrafol. Now, I'm not here to support them. That's not the point. Here's the point I want to make to you. In order for you to see your sales go up, it's about three things. Having a smart sales system, about building credibility and trust, and at the end of the day, delivering a solution that solves a problem for a client in a way that not only will bring you money, but bring in different referrals and other folks and leads without your company having to work as hard. You do that, and I promise you, you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you. I'm super excited that you're here. Now, every morning we get started the exact same way. We get started with our mantra, and our mantra is, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Let's talk about why, though. Why? Because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. Without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. What's the point I want to make to you? The point I make to you is that selling at the end of the day is very, very serious business. But I also believe that every single morning, a CEO needs to make a pledge to their sales department. And our pledge this morning for every CEO, and you can repeat this after me, is learn, earn, and return. And I want you to repeat these words after me. Like right now, like I want you to step back. I want you to repeat these words after me. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients in order to get old and new clients to return. So I must earn, I must learn, and I must return. Now, we have a couple objectives, and I'm glad that you're here every morning. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I want to be a part of your morning, a part of your day. If it's early in the morning, thanks a lot. If it's later in the day, I'm glad you're here. But we have three objectives. You tune in and listen very carefully, by the way. Yours are probably the same for your sales department. Number one, it's about sales progress. So we want to make sure that every single day we are progressing in sales. Number two, about handling in the objections. And number three, it's about understanding the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be successful. Let's do a quick review. Sales pillar number 1, a CEO sales plan. So you must have a one-page CEO sales plan that makes it easy for you to be able to implement. Number 2, you must understand your sales cycle, by the way, from the time you attract to the time that you nurture, to the time that you convert, to the time that you serve on the other end. We talked about the case study today. And then number 3, you must have a sales message that allows you to connect. We believe your words at the end of the day will make you rich. And then number 4, you must have the CEO sales dashboard. You must measure, you must manage. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets what? Better. And you can do that. And last, you must have a super sales team, by the way, that has to deliver. Even if you are the number one salesperson in your company, that's okay. But you must have that sales team, by the way. So At the end of the day, for those folks that are tuning in for the very first time, I love to say hello. I love to welcome you to the CEO Sales Huddle. Do me a favor, look right below the video and put hashtag I'm here. Let me know you're in the building. I respond to every comment. I love it. If you're watching and you're getting the replay, because you're not here at 8 o'clock, but you're a regular, you tune in. I'm so glad you're listening in. Then you go ahead and put hashtag replay. There's nothing wrong with watching the replay. 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time may not work for you, and it's not going to work for everybody. But you're here and you can watch it. And for all my on-demand folks, thanks for participating in the podcast. For those that download, I appreciate your comments. For those folks that are on Apple TV or Roku or Amazon or wherever you're able to watch this right now, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for tuning in. And then for those folks that are watching and they're like, whoa, Shay, what are the objectives? Why do you get together? What is CEO Sales Huddle? CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster, further, easier, with less effort. At the end of the day, isn't that what that's all about for you and for everyone that's watching right now? What's our big why? Why do we get together? Our big why every single day is about sales growth, sales accountability, and consistency. And you may have heard this before, but it's so true that consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And having said that, what do most people struggle with most? They struggle with consistency. That's not you. You can go ahead and say these words. I am consistent. I am consistent. We only ask for, by the way, 15 minutes a day. You think about it, 1,440 minutes in every day. And all we ask for is 15 minutes a day. So really 1% of your day, you're going to slow down, you're going to focus, you're going to tune in. And as a result of you tuning in, wow, you're going to see your sales go up because you serve. You have the resource people, you have the resources, and you have the tools. You do that, and it's on. Okay, I'm really excited. So glad you're here, by the way. We're going to talk now about the CEO Sales Dashboard because there was a problem that existed on the planet. And the problem people had was, Shay, where do I go to really focus on my sales? Like, what should I be focused on every single day as a CEO? I've got so many things that are pulling at my attention. I just need to focus on one area. And I said, well, look, there's only 5 key areas. You focus on these 5 areas here, you will get to $100,000 a month, but you've got to manage it. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So you've got to manage it, but if you manage it, you will get there. So let's look at these leads. Let's look at appointments. Let's look at closing deals. So I want you to open up your CEO Sales Dashboard right now. And if you don't have it, I'm going to pull it up. I want you to go to www.ceosalesdashboard.com. Again, www.ceosalesdashboard.com. Go ahead and download it now. It's going to look just like this. Let's pull up so they can see it. And as you look here, you're going to see there's leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. Now, you go all the way across the top and you find today's date. And then once you find today's date, I want you to come down. And when you come down to today's date, look at how many leads came in yesterday. Like, open up your database right now. And some of you have an assistant that fills this out. That's pretty cool. Some of you have hired someone that fills this out. I would do that. It's a good use of your time if you're not getting it done. Others of you, you're doing it right now. It's okay. The key factor is you get it done. So you're here. It's okay. So take this 15 minutes, take maybe 5 minutes and fill out your CEO Sales Dashboard. How many appointments were set by the sales team yesterday? How many appointments are going to be run today or were run yesterday by the sales team? How many offers were made? Now, I don't want to go into each of these, but I do want to slow down for a second and anchor for a moment on repeat business because we know the importance of repeat business right away. Now, 80% of every dollar that you have anyway, 80% of every dollar is used to get new business. So when you get repeat business, that's when you're able to save money, by the way. You're able to generate more revenue, which means it should be more profitable revenue, which is the way to go. So let's look at how much came in on just repeat business. Now, when you take a look, for those folks that are out there now, there are 3 categories. Now, you can add new categories. I know this is different for many of you that are out there, but category number 1 is new product. So you got Shay Brown, who's an Apple user. I had a fiasco here that took place. I'm not going to talk about that right now. And I go out and I decide, well, I've got the MacBook Pro. I'm going to go buy an iPad. That's a brand new product, but I am an existing client. Or maybe for you, they did an upgrade. They bought the VIP ticket. That could be something for some of you. And then you go from there and you look and say, wait a minute. I got that, Shay. I'm with you now. That's repeat business. But what about those folks that are buying an existing product? So you have the iPhone and you decide you're going to go out and you're going to case. That's an existing product. Got it. And then many of you have a membership driven product. So you're able to sell something one time and you get paid over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And some of you have what's called churn. I mean, some folks only stay a certain amount of time and then they move on and not with you forever. And then you have other folks that are looking at the numbers grow. So if you got a membership platform, how many new members came in? How many members churned? I mean, you can track that. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. I want you to hear me like you've never heard me before, because if you measure this and you manage this, I promise you, you will see your sales go up. You will increase. You will make a difference for many other folks that are out there right now. But then we're going to celebrate some wins. We're going to go back and look and say, hey, what's working out here? What are some things that are really working? So powerful people ask powerful questions, because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So let's focus on 3 areas if we can, just 3 areas right now. Area number 1, let's put these up there so they can see them. There we go. Oh, what's the wrong one? 3 questions. Question number 1 is, what are you most proud of yesterday for the sales department? Question number 2 is, what was your biggest accomplishment yesterday with the sales department? And number 3, what do you want to really brag about? Like if I could bring you on here right now, you say, Shay, I got something, I got a story, I can't wait to tell them my story. What would you want to brag about? But we don't stop there. We're going to look at the other side. We're going to say, wait a minute, life ain't no crystal stair. It ain't rainbows, cupcakes, and unicorns. There are things that happen throughout the day. They say it's called life, but no, it just happens. There's high highs and low lows. And no matter what the situation is, one thing we know for sure, we got to keep putting one foot in front of the other. So I want you to go to the other side. And I want you to take a look at what roadblocks are out there. What was your biggest roadblock yesterday? What's preventing you today from moving forward? And what's the one thing you can do that if you do it, it would move your business forward? It would just move the needle if you just get it done. And I want you to focus on that. Here's my message of the day. There's a time for perfection and there's a time for completion. And right now, that everything you're looking on, don't worry about making it perfect. Just complete it. Not just get started. I'm not saying you do it halfway. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you're going to complete it, right? You're sitting here right now. This is all about sales, not about your life. This is about sales. Make the phone call, send the email, do the video, right? Maybe you're trying to get a message out. You're like, it's not perfect. I don't know exactly what I'm going to say. What about the background? What about the wind? What about the lighting? What about the sound? Doesn't matter. Just get started today. There's a time for perfection. There's a time for completion, and I want you to focus right now on, well, completion. That's what I'm focused on right now, just getting things completed, just getting it done. With that being said, it's been an honor and a privilege to serve you. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate this time. Like every morning, you take 15 minutes to focus on the one area, allow it to be part of your life. For some of us, we're in your ears. For some of us, we're on your screen. For some of us, you're driving down the road and maybe we're on your iPad and you're watching us or playing us. And some of you are on a subway right now or on a bus, but you're listening in and we appreciate it. I'm looking forward, by the way, to continue to connect with you. I'll see you at the next episode. Once again, my name is Shay Brown, the host of the CEO Sales Huddle. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve you. I'll see you on the other side. Keep doing God's work. God bless.